Hello friends, good to see you on another edition of Footprints. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 critical life decisions that can make you or break you. Our future and destiny is as a result of our choice. Our future is not just a matter of the prayers that we pray, the prophecy that we refuse, but largely because of our choice. All of us are product of our choice today. And these 5 choices will affect your life for good or for bad. Number 1, the choice of your faith, the choice of your worldview. All of us have a worldview through which we assess and evaluate the world around us. Okay, that worldview is what people call religion or faith or belief systems. So you must be responsible for what you believe. You must be responsible for your worldview. Okay, John chapter 1 and verse 12. John says, he came to his own, they believe him not, but to those that receive him, he gave them the power to become the children of God. Your faith or your world system must not just be the decision of your parents. So you don't say I'm a Christian because my parents are Christian. In any case, nobody becomes a Christian just because his father is a pastor. You have to make that commitment of the will yourself. You don't say because I'm a Muslim, because my father is a Muslim. Have you tried to do a critical evaluation of what that belief system is before you believe it? Acts chapter 4 and verse 13, when they saw James and John on the street of Jerusalem, they know that they have been with Jesus. Okay, so it must be your personal decision, what you believe, your belief system. Because your belief system affects you both for now and for eternity. Number two, decisions that will affect you for now, that will make you or mark you, is the relationship of your mate, relationship of your spouse, the man you get married to and the woman you get married to, or the relationship that you are in. And again, relationship is not by force, it's by choice. So who you marry must be your personal decision. Who you are friends with must be your personal decision. Romans chapter 14 verse 5 says, every man must be fully convinced. So the woman you marry, the man you marry must not be the product of your pastor, your prophet, your father, your mother. It must be because you are going to live with that man. You are the one that's going to live with that woman. And who you marry can determine a lot of things that will happen in your life. It can make you, it can break you, it can destroy your purpose in God, it can destroy your destiny. So you will have to have your own personal commitment. You will have to have your own personal commitment concerning the man that you are going to marry, concerning the woman concerning the friends that you are going to make. Okay, Amos 3:3 says, 2 cannot walk except they agree. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 39 says, a widow can marry, a single can marry anybody he likes, but it must be in the Lord. For Christian, the rule that we are given, one primary rule is this: 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 4, do not be unequally yoked with an unbeliever. Okay, so all of us must be in control of the decision of who we marry. Number 3 is the decision about where you live. Yes, where you live. Where you live has a lot to do with what unlocks and what affects your life. In Genesis chapter 10 and verse 13, Abraham and Lot had issues with their people, and Abraham said to Lot, just choose wherever you want to go. Just choose. And Lot looked at the whole plains of Sodom and said to there, he pitched his tent towards Sodom. That eventually, led to several things that happened in the life of Job. Eventually, he lost everything in Sodom. He lost his wife. The life of his children got messed up simply by the reason of location. In Ruth chapter 1 verse 1 and 12, we are introduced to a man called Elkanah and his wife Naomi and their 2 sons. There was famine in Bethlehem. They left to live in the land of Moab. There he lost everything. Elkanah died, his two sons died, and Naomi had to come back to Bethlehem. Empty. Okay, all of that happened to her while she relocated to the land of Moabite. Okay, so where you live is a critical decision. And you have to think through the process. Don't say because everybody's jumping out and you jump out. Don't say, well, this is because this is the place I'm born, this is my village, this is my town, I can't leave it. Whatever it is. Okay, so in Genesis 12, God called Abraham to leave his father, leave his place of birth, to go to a place where he's going to live. Where he was going to receive his inheritance. Hebrew 11 and verse 8. When Abraham was called to go to where he was going to receive his inheritance, he obeyed and left, not knowing where he was going. Okay, that's location. Number four decision that affects your life, both for now and for eternity, is your attitude. Okay, it's often said that your attitude determines your altitude. The book of James chapter 4 and verse 7 says, God resisted the proud but gives grace to the humble. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 2 and 3 says, be completely humble and gentle, bearing with one another in love. So the choice of your attitude determines how far you go in life. Okay, you may be gifted, you may be anointed, but if you don't know how to relate with people, you are proud, you're always fighting with your team, you don't know how to manage people, then you are probably will not go too far in life. Okay, eventually, the choice of your lifestyle determines several things that will happen in your life. James chapter 4 and verse 4 says, you adulterers, don't you know that friendship with the world is an enmity with God? 1 John 2:15, do not love the world and the things that are in the world. 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 6 says, a widow that gives herself to pleasure is dead while alive. Okay, so that's a rule for everybody. If you live your life for pleasure, if what drives your life is the world system, you are likely not to be able to walk in your purpose and in your destiny. I'm praying for you today that as you go make all of those decisions, the wisdom of God will be at work in your mind. I pray that you will not be confused. If any of this decision has been confusing, you've taken them, is already landed you in crisis, I'm praying that the mercy of God will prevail over your life. Thank you and God bless you.